Hey everyone, welcome back to another movie recap. Today we're diving into a modern masterpiece, Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet, the 1996 film that brought Shakespeare's most famous love story to a new generation, with a stylized twist. This isn't your usual period drama. Imagine Romeo and Juliet thrown into a high-energy, neon-lit world of guns, fast cars, and warring gangsters. And of course, we have a young Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes giving us a romance that's passionate, reckless, and unforgettable. So, let's set the stage. Verona Beach is a modern-day city, full of glitz and grit, where the wealthy Montagues and Capulets run two powerful crime families, locked in an intense feud. From the first scene, we're dropped into their world, with gang members strutting through the streets, tensions high, and guns marked with sword logos to remind us we're still in a Shakespearean universe. The movie's style is electric. Every shot, every scene, is full of vibrant color and dramatic intensity, capturing the chaotic energy of a city on the brink of explosion. Now, amidst all this family drama, we meet Romeo Montague. DiCaprio plays him as a sensitive, brooding young man, a poet lost in his own thoughts. He's deeply in love, or so he thinks, with a girl named Rosalind. But as fate would have it, he's about to meet someone who will change his life forever. His friends, a ragtag bunch, led by the charming and wild Mercutio, convince him to crash a party at the Capulet mansion. This isn't just any party, it's a grand masquerade, where everyone's dressed to impress, and the lights and music create an atmosphere that's pure magic. And there, amidst the glitz and glamour, Romeo sees her, Juliet Capulet. It's love at first sight. Their eyes meet across a fish tank, yes, a fish tank, in one of the movie's most famous scenes. Time seems to stop. They're completely drawn to each other, oblivious to the world around them. And for a moment, it's just them. This is no ordinary love story. It's a love that's instant, intense, and powerful enough to defy their family's age-old rivalry. They share a brief but unforgettable moment together in an elevator, hidden from everyone else, as they exchange shy smiles and silent words. You can feel the tension, the excitement, the nervous energy. This isn't just a crush. It's something that goes deeper. By the end of the night, Romeo sneaks into the Capulet mansion's lush gardens, risking everything just to see her one more time. He's willing to go anywhere, do anything, to be with her. And then we get that famous balcony scene, only this time, it's set in the middle of a grand mansion, with Romeo dodging guards and scaling walls. Their conversation is beautifully written, capturing the mix of excitement, fear, and wonder that defines young love. Juliet, caught up in the intensity, says, "What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet." She's willing to defy her family, her name, her entire life for Romeo. And Romeo, too, is willing to give up everything just to be with her. They pledge themselves to each other that very night, promising to find a way to be together despite the odds. The next day, they secretly marry with the help of Friar Lawrence, a wise but somewhat reckless priest who hopes their union might finally bring peace between their families. But life in Verona Beach is never that simple. Tensions boil over, and soon, we're thrust into one of the most dramatic scenes in the movie. Romeo's best friend, the spirited Mercutio, gets into a deadly clash with Tybalt, Juliet's hot-headed cousin. What begins as taunting quickly spirals out of control, and in a brutal moment, Mercutio is fatally wounded. In his final breaths, Mercutio curses both families, sealing the dark fate of Romeo and Juliet's love story. Overcome with grief and rage, Romeo lashes out, confronting Tybalt and killing him in a fit of passion. It's a powerful scene that shows just how far Romeo is willing to go for those he loves, but it also seals his doom. He's now a wanted man, banished from Verona Beach and separated from Juliet. Juliet is devastated. Her husband is banished, her cousin is dead, and her family, oblivious to her secret marriage, is pressuring her to marry the wealthy Paris. Desperate, she turns to Friar Lawrence, who concocts a risky plan. Juliet will fake her own death with a potion that puts her into a deep, death-like sleep. The plan is simple. Romeo will come to her tomb, and they'll escape together, free from their family's hatred. But fate has other plans. Romeo doesn't receive the message in time, and when he hears of Juliet's death, he's heartbroken, rushing back to Verona, believing she's truly gone. In the final, heart-wrenching scene, Romeo finds Juliet's body, lying still and lifeless. Overcome with grief, he drinks a vial of poison, choosing to die rather than live without her. Just as he breathes his last, Juliet awakens, finding Romeo dying beside her. Realizing the tragedy, she takes his gun and ends her own life, sealing their tragic fate. Baz Luhrmann's Romeo Plus. Juliet is a film that captures the beauty, chaos, and passion of young love like no other. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press the subscribe and hit the like button.